Good morning, boys and girls. We are on page 64, lesson 13, homework. Make sure you are turning to the correct page. The first sentence says, complete the sentences with the correct number of units and then complete the equation. So right here it says 3 groups of blank tenths is 1 and 5 tenths. So I need to figure out how many groups would give me the number 15. 3 times 5 is going to give me 15. So I'm going to write 3 groups of 5 tenths is equal to 15. Because when you multiply 3 times 5, you get 15. Sorry, my camera's refocusing. So now they want me to divide and solve for 1 and 5 tenths divided by 3. So I'm going to solve on the side right here. 1 and 5 tenths divided by 3. The number that goes inside, or my dividend, is going to be 15, and my number that goes outside is my 3, which is called my divisor. I'm going to highlight that so you can see it a little bit more clearly. So the second number is always the number that's going to go outside, and our first number is always going to be the number that goes inside. Okay, so that's what we have right here. Now, what I'm going to do is I am going to divide, like I said, 3 times 5 is equal to 15. So I'm going to put 5 right above here, and I'm going to divide. 3 can go into 5 15 times. 15 minus 15 is equal to 0. So 3 divided by, or 1.5 divided by 3 is going to give me 1.5. Don't forget to bring up your decimal. So my final answer is 0.5. Okay, now this one right here asks you to figure out 6 groups of what hundreds is going to give you 24 hundredths. So 6 groups of what is going to give you 24. 6 times 4 is going to give you 24. So I'm going to write 400 right there. I think if I did that one like that too, it would make more sense. Okay, now I'm going to divide. So I have 0.24 and I have 6. I know that 6 can go into 0 times, because 0 minus 0 is equal to 0. Bring down my 2. 6 can go into 2 0 times. So subtract 2 minus 0 is equal to 2, and bring down my 4. 6 can go into 24 4 times. Subtract, and I get 24. So don't forget to bring up your decimal. You get 0.04. So this is called long division. This is how you would solve for long division. This one asks you 5 groups of what is going to give you 45. I know that 5 times 9 is equal to 45. So same thing over here. That means that I am going to figure out how many times can 5 be divided by 0.045. 5 can go into 0 times, 0 times. It cannot go into 4. So 4 minus 0 is equal to 4. Bring down my 5. 5 can go into 45 9 times. 45 minus 45 is equal to 0. Bring up my decimal. So my final answer is 0.009. Now, another way you could have figured that out is how many times. It kind of helps you here. 5 groups of 9 is going to give you 45. So you would plug in your 9 where the 5 is, which is in the thousands place. Okay, so that's another way you can solve for it. I'm highlighting these so you guys know where I'm plugging in my numbers. Now, problem A. For problem A, it states here, complete the number sentence, express the quotients, which is the answer to a division problem in units and then in standard form. So what they want you to do here is they want you to kind of figure out how many it would take for you to divide. So 9.636 or 9 and 36 hundredths divided by 3 is equal to how many ones divided by 3 plus blank hundredths divided by 3. So we know that 9 and 36 divided by 3 is going to give you 9 ones. And 9 ones divided by 3 plus 36 hundredths divided by 3 is going to give you 3 ones and 12 hundredths, which is equal to 3 and 12 hundredths. So, I'm going to review this. We have 9 ones, right, which is this number right here. And then we have 36 hundredths. That's where 36 is coming from. And then they want you to figure out that there are 3 ones, because that's how many times it can go into, 3 can be divided into 9 3 times. And 12 can be divided into 3 12 times. And that's where you get 3 and 12 hundredths. Now for this bottom one, you have 36 and 12 thousandths divided by 3. So first thing I'm going to do is put 36 ones, right? This is where I'm getting 36 from. And then I have 12 thousandths. So I'm going to write 12. This is where I got 12 thousandths from. Is equal to blank ones plus blank thousandths. So I'm going to divide 3. 3 can go into 36 how many times? 3 can go into 36 12 times. Okay, so I divided these numbers 12 times. Now, 12 divided by 3 is equal to what? It's going to give you 4. How do I know that I'm dividing by 3? It tells you right here on the side, divided by 3. So that's where I'm getting that number from. Divided by 3, that's why I'm dividing. Now, 12 ones and 4 thousandths. That's going to be my answer. 12 ones and 4 thousandths. Now, problem C. Problem C, you have 3 and 55. So we have 3 tenths. Yeah, I have 3. So I'm going to put 3. But they're asking me how many tenths. So we're talking about tenths, that would be 35 tenths. So I would write 35 tenths, and then it says divided by 5. So 5 what? Hundredths. I'm looking for my 5, so I'm going to plug that in. 5 is going to go right here. Okay. Now it says divided by 5. So I'm going to make sure I divide 35 by 5. 35 divided by 5 is going to be 7 tenths. And 7 tenths is going to be written right here. And then we have 5 divided by 5 is equal to 1 hundredths. So 35 divided by 7, or 35 divided by 5 is going to give you 7 tenths. So I'm going to write 7 tenths and 1 hundredths. That's my final answer. Now for problem D. For problem D, we have 3 and 545 thousandths. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to write my equation. I have 35 tenths. And I'm dividing that by 5 and 45 thousandths. Which is being divided by 5 as well. Okay, so what is being underlined? So we have 35 tenths. That's where I'm getting that from. And we also have 45 thousandths. just like these up here.